Hey there. Welcome to All Things Social Security. I'm Stephanie Joy. Whether you are a first-time viewer, an occasional viewer, a subscriber, or one of the three tiered benefactor members, I want to welcome you and let your video begin. Remember, if you haven't checked out the memberships, it might be something up your alley because it gives you an opportunity for a little more Social Security disability attorney attention if you need it, but don't have representation and don't want to do a full-fledged consultation. Okay, have a great one, guys. Stay tuned. Happy Sunday and the Social Security Roundup for last week. Happy New Year, everybody. We just had the new year going into 2025. Okay, so what did we do Monday? This was December 30th. So we're doing December 30th through Saturday, January 4th of 2025. So December 30th, 2024 to January 4th, 2025. January 4th was my dad's birthday. He was born in 1930. Yeah, he was an older dad when he had me. Okay. December 30th. What did we go over? All right, let's do this. Whoops. Losing my spot here, as always. Yeah, so we went over, this was interesting. It was urinary frequency as a symptom. It could be a side effect of meds. It's often a symptom of various serious conditions, and how that urinary frequency can cause one to be disabled from working full-time, count it full-time, 8-hour day. So we go over that a little bit. It's one that I don't see used much, probably because of the proofs, but I like to use it and when possible, get the proofs. December 31st, New Year's Eve was about, oh yeah, it was a new court ruling. I think it wasn't even that new. This is the Hale case, Hale, and it goes over how the residual functional capacity that an ALJ determines fits you. It must be defended by the evidence somewhat in detail and linked to it. And it also, this particular case goes into a little bit about the evidence of pain. So we like the pain case law because it's something that needs to be driven home a lot. So ALJs don't forget that just because it's subjective doesn't mean you can't, you can forget about it. January 1st, the first day of 2025, we went over, yeah, just a little more explanation on the fact that there is a 12-month durational requirement of being disabled, not just having the impairments that led to the now disability that might be less than 12 months. 12 months occurred or is expected to occur as found in the medical evidence. So remember, it's not just the impairments, it's the actual status of being unable to work all jobs on a sustained full-time basis. And that's what has to be 12 months. Alrighty, January 2nd. This is a true false thing because someone was a little confused out there. The misunderstanding was that the SSI resource limit had been increased 300%. You know that SSI resource is that $2,000 limit that is atrociously frozen at 2,000 for the last 40 years or something like that. And yeah, there was some confusion that some people had about mixing up SSI resource with something that had been increased. So I go into that a little bit there. And I think I linked to where their confusion may have came from. But in the end, SSI has not changed the resource from $2,000 and $3,000 for single and married, respectively. It's really appalling. Friday fraud law review. This is a Pennsylvania man in my own state here in Pennsylvania. He was collecting Social Security for many years while he was working the family biz and making money. Despicable. So sorry, but that's what I'm talking about when we talk about fraud, stripping the SS funds. Saturday, January 4th. This was another new court ruling, and this one was good. And I think we'll go into it a little bit at another time because I really want to delve into a little bit about composite jobs because I think so many people have them and they don't take advantage of it on their work history reports. So this goes into a little bit of the importance of the composite job evidence for people who have a composite job, how they have to prove it. Um, and also the DLI, date last insured, the evidence, um, how the evidence is affected, the evidence that can be used and considered is affected and potentially limited by your DLI. So another really important thing about DLIs, guys, I can't stop talking about DLI, date last insured. I don't want anybody to run out of their insured status. All right. So that was the week, guys. The what do we say? The 30th of December, 2024 to January 4th, 2025. Yeah. All right. Have a good week, guys. I will see you next time. It'll be a busy one, I think. So I hope you all stay safe and I'll talk to you later. Bye. It's still Sunday. Did you miss last week's Social Security roundup? Not this week that you just heard, but the one prior to that and want to catch up? I'm attaching it now. Have a great day. Bye. Happy Sunday, everybody. We have our Social Security roundup for the week of December 23rd, 2024 to December 28th, 2024. During that week, we had Christmas. It was really nice. There is, of course, a flu, bug, or cold going around. So most of the people in my area of the woods have somehow caught it, including myself. But mine seems, if this is the way it's going to be, I'll take it. It's very mild, as I would say it. But okay, going back to it, we had our week. We had still a full week despite the holiday. So let's go to it. On the 23rd, that was Monday. We had, oh yeah, just a reminder for the self-employed people. That would be giggers. That could be DoorDash. That could be Lyft or Uber or Instacart drivers, I suppose. Um, if you are claiming disability, receiving disability, or anything else, uh, or if you're needing earnings credits to be insured for Social Security disability, now's the time. This is the end of 2024. It's your last chance to earn to get those credits. It is also your last chance potentially to make any business expenditures you may need if you have been, in the gross sense, going over SGA and you need to reduce that with necessary business expenses for whatever your side business is. Okay, so that's a reminder on that. Pardon me. On Tuesday, yeah, this is my throat issue. Christmas Eve. Oh, sorry, guys. December 24th. I'm losing it. Hold that thought. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this out, but I'm not sure it's gonna come out, guys. And Harry was just bragging how mild it is, right? So Tuesday, yeah, this was about what happens to your disability benefits. Oh my gosh, when your extended period of eligibility, EPE, runs out after 36 months. And what happens? I think there was some misconceptions out there, so I wanted to strain that up. Okay, Christmas. I promise you I didn't do this one on Christmas. I just put it out there on Christmas. This was a great refresher on a court ruling of a few years ago with regard to our veterans and how the court ruled that the ALJ really must consider 100% VA disability ratings, as well as the evidence that led up to it. So while the court does not have to embrace the rating decision or find someone SSD disabled because of a rating decision, he's going to have to go through all that evidence that got the person the rating disabled decision at the VA and then discuss that evidence and how it affects the finding under SSD. The reason why they don't have to find a 100% disabled vet disabled under SSD rules is because the definition is very different and SSD is a lot more stringent. But that doesn't mean you can ignore the evidence that led to the other one. So it's surprising that that even had to be said. I mean, it just seems ridiculous to me. Like that would be obvious. If it's medical evidence, it doesn't matter uh, that you don't have to absorb the rating and find them disabled because they did, because the VA did. But you certainly have to go through the medical evidence. Okay. This 26th, the day after Christmas. So that would be Thursday. This is kind of a reshare because it's been a while and it is a rather lengthy video from a while back where we kind of go through from beginning to end what you're going to expect when you start an SSD or SSI claim. It gets a little detailed. So there is a table of contents I think I put in there that I took from the other one where it provided you at what minute certain errors would be. So it might help people find things a little easier. But I thought it was a little overdue. And so I wanted to reshare it again. So people coming on board now who weren't here 2 years ago can get that big oversight. Okay. Of course, Friday was Friday Fraud Law Review, and this concerned a New York SSA employee who conspired with some other bad people to defraud grandparents and put the fear of injury to their grandkids um, in order to swindle money out of the grandparents. An SSA employee. Yeah, not fun, huh? All right. And then Saturday we had true or false. If you ask SSA to cancel your representative payee, will it cause you a CDR? That's a touchy question. And there's no necessarily black and white answer, but we go through the concerns and the things that might not be a concern and how maybe you can mitigate any concerns. So take a look, see there if any of that fits your situation. Um, we got the new week coming up and it's going to be the new year. So I will see you guys. That's my dog. I'll talk to you later. Bye.